Hello, gents and ladies. I welcome you to the Metamorphose podcast, where I share practical secrets that can help you become better at what you do. It's my goal and it's my commitment to life, and it's also my mission that everyone that I come in contact with become a better version of who they are. Every living thing has the capacity to grow. It has the capacity to develop. So therefore, we are not to remain stagnant. So it is erroneous for us to remain stagnant. It is erroneous for us to remain stagnant because every living thing has the characteristics of growth. So we have the capacity. So on this podcast, I share practical secrets that can help you metamorphose, that can help you become better at what you do. On today's podcast, I'll be ending a series that I've started for a little while now, which is titled Maximizing Life Seasons. And in my previous podcast, I talked about the beauty of the spring season, the beauty of the summer season, the beauty of the autumn season. And on today, which is the concluding episode of this series, I'll be talking about the beauty of the winter season and how we can better maximize it for our benefit. I have made us to understand that our lives are governed by seasons and times. And that these seasons, they determine the food we eat, the clothes we wear, and the places we go to. And if only we can understand the uniqueness of each season, then we can make better decisions. Then we can become better. Then we can be able to maximize that particular season. And so I'll be talking about the beauty of the winter season. Winter is the coldest season of the year in polar and temperate zones. Although winter does not occur in most of the tropical zones, it occurs after autumn and before spring in each year. So winter always comes before what? Autumn. When it is winter in the northern hemisphere, it is summer in the southern hemisphere and vice versa. And so the summer season is a very cold season, and it is not very, very palatable for plants and what? Animals. So as we go on, we begin to learn some of the things we can do even in the winter season. In many regions, winter is associated with snow and freezing temperatures. So it means that's when snow falls. So the cold is so tremendous. So that's the season whereby we have to wear lots of jackets in order to prevent the cold. So we need to be better prepared for the winter season. To survive the harshness of winter, many animals have developed different behavioral and morphological adaptations. Every living thing has the capacity to adapt. And so we as humans, so there are seasons in our lives that may not be palatable, but understand that you have what it takes to go through that season. You have what it takes. No matter what, you have what it takes to go through that season. Because one of the beautiful things as humans is that we have the ability to adapt. And plants undergo two major adaptations, of which I would like to discuss. That is, plants and animals undergo two major adaptations, and they are: number one, migration. Migration is a common effect of winter upon animals, notably birds. So when the temperature is extremely cold, birds, for example, they go to regions whereby the temperature is a bit warmer. And number two, the animals go into a form of what we call hibernation. And hibernation is a state of reduced metabolic activity during the winter. Some animals sleep during winter and only come out when the warm weather returns, e.g. frogs, snakes, and bats. So the question now is, how does this now relate to our lives as humans? And so the period of winter, I want to term it, that's the period of adversity, the period of challenges, when the circumstances are not palatable. Because these are the two things. So animals is one of the in winter seasons, plants don't grow at all. It's either they don't grow at all. The concept of winter in European language is associated with the season of dormancy, particularly in relation to crops. Some plants die, leaving their seeds, and others merely cease growth until spring. Many animals also become dormant, especially those that hibernate, and numerous insects also die. So the period of winter is a very, very challenging season, and whether you like it or not, either you may have experienced a challenging season or you are about to experience one. Challenges, they are constant. Challenges are normal in the journey of life. We are bound to encounter challenges. Let no one deceive you. Let no one deceive you. Challenges are something that we should expect, and we should plan for it. So like I said, so this is a very, plants die, animals migrate, and so some insects die. So this is a season where it seems as though nothing is working in our lives. It seems all our actions and all our efforts are futile. It's a period of inactivity when we are not experiencing sales and business, when our relationships are becoming sour, when it seems as though our whole world has come to an end. But we must realize that we must be able to not to give up even in our winter seasons, because like I said, animals undergo migration and hibernation. So I'll talk about migration. So sometimes you may be in a choosing field and the challenges may be so enormous, and you may be asking yourself, what do I want to do? And so, because the winter season is a season where we are supposed to go back to our drawing board. Henry Rollins once said, "In winter, I plot and plan. In spring, I move." So the period of winter is a season whereby we go back to our drawing board and ask yourself, why am I pursuing this dream? Why am I in this business? It's a time for us to plot and plan. So even though it seems as though things are not working, that's another time for us to go back to the drawing board. And I tell you, if only you can be willing to hold on during the winter season, your spring is coming. Tom Allen once says, "Winter forms our character and brings out our best." It brings us our best. So we must be able to understand that this winter season. So you may want to ask yourself, this business that I'm in, do I want to migrate? Do I want to pivot into other business ventures, or do I want to stick to this one? So it's another time to plan and plot. So even when something is not working, that's when we need to sit down and plan. Go back and ask ourselves, what is it that I'm doing wrong, and what is it I'm doing right, and how can I become better, and how can I adjust, and how can I adapt, and so on and so forth. And even in this season of hibernation, where it seems as though nothing is working, the challenges are so enormous. Maybe you have tried all you could and yet nothing is working. Then this winter season is another time for us not to give up. I know the challenges of winter are so enormous, but we must learn tenacity. We must learn toughness if truly we want to grow and develop. Robert Schuller wrote a book titled "Tough Times Never Last, but Tough People Do." That's to make us understand that the same adversity that make others to break, that's what makes others to break record. Never forget that. The same adversity that make others to break is what makes others to break record. So never give up on your winter season. I know things may not be working. I know you may have tried all you can, but please don't give up. Don't give up. Your spring season is coming. Paul Terros once said, "As sure as the spring will follow the winter, prosperity and economic growth will follow recession." I know the COVID-19 pandemic has kept many of us in a box and in a tight corner, but I can tell you there is always spring after the winter season. There's always spring. And I remember telling you that the spring season is a season of new beginnings, a season of when our plants begin to bud, is a new opportunities come our way, and so on and so on and so forth. Every circumstance brings an opportunity. If only we can be willing to see the positives. Show me someone who has done something worthwhile, and I will show you someone who has overcome adversity. Every great man and woman have a story attached to their greatness. And so you should not just be envious of great people, but ask yourself, what are the challenges and the hurdles they were able to surmount and overcome, and that was able to get them there. So adversity is something we must be prepared for. And it teaches us patience, it teaches us perseverance, it teaches us commitment to a particular cause. And that's where our true character is formed. Tom Allen once said, winter forms our character and brings out our best. So this is a season of trials, season of challenges, brings out our best. Never forget that. So never allow the challenges you are going through at the moment to be your bus stop. Never give up. You have all it takes to achieve greatness. If only you can hold on. Many of life's failure happen as a result of people who never knew that they were close to their finish line, to their success. So never give up, so that you will not be among those who will regret later in life and say, if only I was able to hold on. Please don't give up at life. Don't give up irrespective of the challenges you are going through. I know your winter season is so heavy on you and you are like thinking, oh no, what else could I do? But please don't give up. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. Never give up. Be willing to try again. Be willing to hold on. Look for people that can help strengthen you, even in that field that you are in. Joseph Whitling once said, as with the butterfly, adversity is necessary to build character in people. It's necessary to build what? Character in people. So the butterfly struggles in the cocoon, and it is inside that struggle, that's when the butterfly develop its wings that it will be needed for it to fly at the adult stage. So just imagine somebody coming to help remove the butterfly from the cocoon. You have just ended the life of that butterfly. So struggles in life are very, very important. They help to strengthen our wings. They enable us to fly and soar better, just like the eagle. The eagle knows how to overcome challenges. And so when the wind is boisterous and the likes, the eagle spreads its wings and just soars above the clouds. So it is in challenges and circumstances that we help to build solid and formidable character. So never give up, irrespective of the challenges that you are going through. Martha Graham once said, fire is the test of gold, adversity of strong men. Fire is the test of gold, adversity of strong men. If only you'll be willing to hold on and never give up, the world will celebrate you. I will end today's podcast with the words of Steve Sutherland, which says, I believe in process. I believe in 4 seasons. I believe that winter is tough, but spring is coming. I believe that there is a growing season. And I think that you realize that in life, you grow, you get better. Realize that in life, we grow and we become better. Thank you so much for listening to my podcast for this week. And I trust that you have enjoyed this episode so very much. Do well to go over them over and over again so that you can better understand them and understand all we need to be able to maximize our seasons that we are in. Thank you so very much. I remain your host, Andrew Ulogbo, and I am the Metamorphose Coach, the Personal Effectiveness and Growth Coach. You can become better, you can grow, you can develop, if only you can try just one more time. You can reach me via all my social media handles on Instagram at Andrew Ulogbo, lowercase. Then on LinkedIn at Ulogbo Andrew. On Facebook at Andrew Ulogbo. On Twitter at Ulogbo_Andrew. Thank you so very much. Have a beautiful and a lovely week ahead. Peace.